Morning. Today I want to talk about trust. First of all, we need to think of a definition. What is trust? Trust is a word. I trust. It's a word. Trust is also a feeling. You feel you can trust somebody. It's a feeling. Okay, as a start. So, I have coffee today. Before I drank my coffee, I could trust the coffee was hot. So I just made it. But in 10 minutes, maybe I cannot trust the coffee is hot. So trust changes. Okay? So there are three answers in trust. It's correct, it's not correct, or it's between the two. Okay, that's simple. So let's look at police, say, when you're young. You're scared of the police, but you trust the police, the policeman. When I was young, I don't know about now, but when I was young, because you would think if you were bad, the policeman would get you, and if you were good, the policeman would help you. Simple trust. Simple trust in the police. Higher up, we don't know, but we know that the Bobby on his bicycle was doing his job as a policeman. He was protecting you. He was working for people. Trust. So trust in the police. Can we say that now? Not so sure, because I personally don't trust the police. I'm in Thailand, and you know the police get small money, so obviously they try to make money by fines and things. But the normal Thai policeman's fine. It's just that, you know, you couldn't really trust them. Especially as a foreigner in Thailand, they would go to the side of the Thai person, because it's human nature. So trust is not black and white. Now let's go on to some of my issues. When you're young and you go to school, you're told the world is a spinning ball. And you trust this because everyone tells you. Your mother, your father, people at school, you see globes, you see pictures of Earth. You're 100% trustful that the Earth is a spinning ball, is 1,000 miles an hour. If you think about it, is that 100% trustworthy? Is there really this space station up there? Or is it filmed in a pool, in a water swimming pool where it's submerged? Because occasionally, if you watch the space station, you can see bubbles coming from their oxygen things. Anyway, so you can't 100% trust what you're told. Now mainstream media has gone right the other way, and you can't trust anything. Okay, we've talked about police. What about doctors? Can you trust the doctor? Yes, when you were young, yes, the doctor came and looked after you and gave you medicine and made you better. 100% you could trust the doctor when you were young. Now what about doctors? Well, doctors have to make money the same as everybody. This whole game of life now has become about money. It's about making money, and doctors have to make money. If doctors have no patients, they make no money. I'm not saying that doctors, an ordinary doctor, tries to make you ill. But what they will do is follow, well, let's put it this way. The doctor was taught at school, and he was taught about a body as a physical body. And if you have a headache, you take a pill. And pharmaceutical companies have built this up. You take pills for everything. When they're in nature, there are remedies. You don't need these pills. But the doctor will like to give you something so he feels he's doing his job. We just cannot trust doctors blindly. because they need money. A healthy patient is no good to a doctor. When I was looking after my mum, well, I say looking after, she was looking after me, but when I was with my mum, she had a pile of pills every day to keep her going. A pile of pills. There may be one pill she started with, but this pill has effects. So you have another pill to make that effect go away, but that pill will give her. So you have another pill, and I don't know, she had, I don't know, 10 pills a day or something. I'm not certain, but I mean she had a lot. And next door neighbour, Bill and Joy, I used to go to the doctors, get their medicine. They had the same. In fact, they had more pills than Mum, and they lived on their pills. And in the end, they were not healthy. They were not healthy at all. So do pills make you better? I do not believe so. I think nature is better. I think your immune system is better. It's stronger. And the pills weaken it. And then you have to depend on pills. It's a bit like, I think, glasses. You put a pair of glasses on. They're wonderful. You can see really well. But your eyes weaken because they don't have to do the work they were doing. I've never worn, well, I've put glasses on and off, but I've never had to live with glasses. And I think if I did, my eyes would weaken. In my opinion. So today, what have we found out about trust? With what is happening now, we have to trust ourselves. And you cannot trust yourself until you start thinking. You have to think. Think what is true and what is not true. Mainstream media is simply not true. We've been told to take the jab, and we were told initially the jab was to flatten the curve. It didn't. Well, maybe it, well, if you look into facts, hospitals were empty when it all started. It was just flu. But then, anyway, but you have to make your own decision. If you decide, yes, we'll go for it. But they changed the goalposts. So you had your 2 jabs. Now they're saying you need a booster. Why do you need a booster? Well, they're saying because the jab doesn't stop you becoming sick. But then why have the jab? And they're saying take a booster and then you'll be all right. Why do you need a booster? Because the jab weakens the immune system excuse me, by about 63% on average. So you're not as strong as you were. You'll need boosters forever. So why do people do it? Fear. They started fear with masks. They continued fear with the jab. So it's up to you now. You have to think. Don't just trust. In the old days, I think you could. Like you could say the army were to defend the country. But the army now are to help the government. And there's much more to everything. As soon as you start delving deep. I do recommend Odyssey, Odyssee, and you can get facts there. Some people would say they're conspiracy theories, but I think they're conspiracies by people above us to keep their money. Okay, bye.